tell the people what they're really doing when they're literally biting their fingers to the white meat.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, the biggest threat or problem that you see, there's kind of two big things. So one is the infectious risk, right? And so we know that there are a lot of germs that are everywhere, and especially under our nails. I mean, it's a place where, you know, our hands are everywhere. So we're grabbing all types of objects all day. And you could imagine that between the skin and the nail is going to be a place for everything to get trapped. Dirt, germs, everything. And so when you're transferring kind of that outside world into your mouth, you know that could be a recipe for some bad things. And so there's a lot of bacteria, the ones that we know of, you know, like E. coli. And so that's why you're saying, you know, basically you're putting crap in your mouth because E. coli, you know, it lives in you know, our waste, it lives in our urine. And so that's actually what you're starting to put in your mouth. And then salmonella, you know, people have heard of salmonella, right? You know, with chicken and eggs and things of that nature. So, you know, that's one of the most prominent species as well. And staph, you know, people have heard of staph infections. And it's not staph like STAFF in the hospital, it's staph STAPH. So the actual, you know, name of the bacteria. And so, you know, there's just all this nasty stuff that you're doing when you are putting your nails in your mouth. And then not just to think about the infectious risk, then you're just talking about, you know, kind of how they look and the hygiene. And, you know, it just like you were mentioning, you know, they're biting it down to the white meat.
To the
And,
white.
you know, yeah. And then the nails can start to split. You know, you can start to get, you know, onychodystrophy. Basically, you know, your nails just look funny and they look messed up. You know, we say as a medical, you know, we say onychodystrophy, dystrophy meaning, you know, disformed basically. And so they start to become disformed, and then that can become permanent. And so you start to having a nail plate or a nail that's not doing the job what it's supposed to do to protect the underlying skin. So it can just be a snowball effect of infection and then, you know, disfigurement, and you don't have a part of your body that's functioning like it needs to.